AI brain rot is making us dumber. People, what up? What's good? It's your boy TwoCentz. As y'all can see, man, we have yet another AI topic here today that we can be checking out. Video from Sono Jordan. Y'all, I've been saying this for the longest, bro. Why again, man? Why is one of the top, right, the most popular memes right now that AI baby, the baby that does the little what they call it, the tough baby, the folk baby? World do we live in, y'all? Let's find out.
Bro, I spent hours working on this assignment, and the teacher's trying to say that it's AI. Like, I'm sorry that I talk normal. Like,
I'm gonna say this too, bro. I feel like I graduated at exactly the right time, man. Exactly the right time, because I feel like it probably, and y'all let me know in the comments, man, it's probably so difficult to be a student right now, in a sense of you got all this work to do. Do you do it the right way, or do you cheat and use AI, ChatGPT, whatever program, right? Or even if you do the things the right way, are you gonna end up like this girl right here? It's tough, man.
what do you want from me?
All right, well, you can't build
And it's not even like, right? It's not even like a, sure, every school has their AI policy or whatever, right? But like, how do you actually know? Like, how do you actually know as a teacher whether an assignment is, actually written by the students, done by the students, or not? Right? Even if you put like some weird thing in the assignment prompt, like make sure you write your name at the end of the assignment. You know what I'm saying? Like, the AI can do that for you, right? Or you just, tell the students to add in a random sentence that doesn't make any sense in the middle of the paper. Like there's nothing that you can do. And all those, like, accuracy checkers, robot AI, is this paper written by a human? Like, that, it doesn't even work. It's tough, man. Glad I'm graduated, bro.
your own PC anymore. And if you're thinking about doing so, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg.
My manager, who is an AI, for the first time got me on a voice call, and it was an extremely unhinged call.
I think we've reached a point with AI where we can confidently say this is not a tool that is revolutionizing learning. This is a nightmare that is destroying learning.
It's actually insane to think that there was a time before ChatGPT where I used to just function with just my brain power.
This is ChatGPT, an AI tool designed to help mimic human conversations, answer questions, and to write poems for me to encourage myself. You've got the fire, you've got the spark. Keep moving forward and light up the dark. Between being able to help brainstorm ideas for you, help with math problems, or literally being able to help you build a rocket, ChatGPT is one of the most powerful tools that we have. Come in.
Then how come it's destroying our brains?
What do you mean?
ChatGPT might actually be making us dumber.
And he's definitely going to get into it because that's the title of the video. But it just takes away a lot of the critical thinking that you have to do, because right, even before ChatGPT, people were using Google, right, whatever search engine, to find something out on the fly. But it was just kind of limited to that, right? People using it as their therapist, people using it to try to talk to girls, right? People are like replacing like human activities, right, with ChatGPT. How do I do this? Instead of going through the critical thinking process. And like I said, you don't need to do that for everything. Like if you forgot when the war of whatever was, right, we were already able to Google that, but you weren't able to ask ChatGPT what to do about your depression, or ask Google what to do about your depression, and actually have a conversation with it, right? It might direct you to a Reddit page, and even then, those were real people, right? Who typed something out and shared it with other people, and then they had conversations through Reddit or whatever online chat room. But now it's just your program, the phone is doing all the thinking for you, right? And there's no like humanity about it.
Is it breaking our brains?
Negatively affects our cognitive function.
We're not thinking anymore.
We're giving up something that feels, at least to me, pretty central to humanness.
ChatGPT is quite literally making us more dumb. Or dumber. And it's not just me saying this. There's an MIT study called Your Brain on ChatGPT, and the conclusion it seems to be drawing is that it's eroding our critical thinking skills. They even show a picture of a bunch of brains with lines, so I know they're not messing around. But we can probably agree that we didn't need an MIT study to see that playing out in our lives, or maybe more specifically social media. In fact, I encountered this a few days ago. It was a near perfect day and I decided to go for a walk. The sun was out, there was a nice breeze, and I almost caused a 2-car pileup by accidentally walking in front of a car. When I got home, I decided to open TikTok to see what everybody was up to. But then I saw this video.
When you can't even write a Mother's Day card without ChatGPT.
See what I'm saying, y'all? Like, who was Googling this before then? What do I write for my mother on Mother's Day? ChatGPT will actually tell you. Oh, how old is she? Do you live together? Provide me some details and I might be able to, right? It's not good, man.
Assuming this is real, this video actually shocked me a little bit. How have we gotten to a point where we're not able to write something on a Mother's Day card? First off, I don't think your mom is expecting a deeply profound card describing the depths of your love for her. You could probably write something like, "We love you, Mom, thanks for giving birth to us," and she would be fine with that. But then for whatever reason, if she's expecting an MLA formatted card, you could just write the things you love about her, like the specific things, which ChatGPT couldn't do that anyways, I don't think, unless it knows your mom for some reason. When I saw this, I think I really started to notice how much ChatGPT can rot our brains and make us dumber as a society. Or more dumb as a society. So I just stared at this video for a minute, confused, curious, and hungry.
I haven't eaten today.
But I was also left wondering, when did this ChatGPT brain rot begin? I'm old enough to remember when we actually had to use our brains to think. Or at least use them to a certain extent.
Y'all remember that, bro? Like just pondering, just sitting up and trying to work through something. Y'all remember that or no? You already too far gone. I barely remember.
We had Google, but we couldn't ask Google for a whole essay on the primary thematic elements of Frankenstein written in the style of Dr. Seuss and get it back in 30 seconds. It just wouldn't do it. Then in 2022, the first version of ChatGPT was released to the public. At first though, it was relatively dumb. It could really only do basic stuff. It advanced pretty quickly, then over time, people are able to do more and more with it. For better or for worse.
ChatGPT, how do I make a bowl of cereal? ChatGPT, how do I read a book without actually reading it? ChatGPT, write a good morning message to my wife.
Practically speaking, by providing us an endless amount of knowledge and wisdom, ChatGPT has pretty much become like a Gandalf you can put in your pocket. But what has this done to society? Well, for starters,
and that's really cool. Like, it's really cool, you guys. I'm not gonna lie and act like I don't use ChatGPT. But at the same time, bro, you gotta be able to if it's not gonna get regulated, you gotta be able to regulate yourself to some extent, man. You gotta have the wherewithal of, okay, maybe I shouldn't, use this to send that girl a good morning text. Maybe I shouldn't use this to, right? You arguing with one of your siblings, tell them, you gotta be able to determine for yourself. But at the same time, it probably ruins your ability to do that, right? Because the critical thinking is just gone.
It's destroying our ability to critically think.
Yeah. It's actually insane to think that there was a time before ChatGPT where I used to just function with just my brain power. That's insane. My brain is so rotted that I use it for everything. I'm like, how long do I reheat my chicken fingers? Let's ask ChatGPT and it will give me the right answer. Guys, don't forget to thank ChatGPT. Oh my gosh.
I know this video is probably for fun, but I do think it speaks to a deeper issue. I mean, he pretty much says he doesn't use his brain anymore, and then he asks ChatGPT how long do you have to reheat chicken tenders? Which maybe that isn't common knowledge for people, but I feel like that's a pretty easy thing to figure out. I mean, all things considered. But I feel like ChatGPT and other AI models have unintentionally taught us to forget how to solve problems. That's when I realized something.
If I forget how to solve problems, then I won't be able to do the dishes. Then if I can't do the dishes, my wife will be mad at me. Then she'll probably ask me to do them again, and I won't know how to do them because I won't know how to do dishes. So it'll just be an endless cycle, and I just can't have that.
Critical thinking is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And it only gets stronger by wrestling with problems you're facing in search of an answer. But AI has removed the process of figuring things out, and it now just presents us with an answer. So now with young kids, they bypass critical thinking by just using AI to solve all their...
Here's the thing, you guys, forget any sort of regulation or self-management. The solution is very simple. Put your phone down. Turn your computer off. Right? Limit your kids or your brothers or your younger siblings. Limit their access to the electronics. Right? That's all we gotta do. The problem is we can't get off the phone, man. And I don't think we'll ever. I don't know if it's out of pocket to say that we'll never be at the point where in society where we don't have phones anymore. Like, I think that's reasonable to say, but I mean, sometimes, man, like I said, man, you just gotta turn it off, bro.
problem. Then as they get older, all these times will add up and they will have a very hard time critically thinking. It will be very hard to solve simple things.
If I don't want to forget how to solve simple things, then I have to go and learn what not to do. So I've decided to visit the best place where we can learn what not to do, and that is TikTok. No, because I literally can't imagine my life without ChatGPT anymore. And I assume she's doing some kind of assignment or something. I don't know what's going on there. So I guess the first thing I would say not to do if you want to not forget how to solve simple things is don't use ChatGPT for everything. Right. You don't need to use it for everything. I mean, some things you can figure out on your own. I would be nothing without ChatGPT. What are they even I can't tell what they're typing in there. Is that a diary? Are they using ChatGPT here to format a diary? I'm not a diary expert by any means, but doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of a diary? Like, it's supposed to be your own personal thoughts. It's supposed to be who you are. Why are you using a robot to dictate that? Exactly. So the lesson here is don't use ChatGPT to be your own.
And especially if you're using it for super personal stuff, didn't they say it's like not private, bro? Like, didn't they say like this information can be accessed? I swear we watched a video where that was said, or maybe I just read that somewhere, but yeah, man.
Personal thought creator. I don't know if that makes sense. ChatGPT is down, but I have a presentation due tomorrow. Oh man, it's unfortunate. Maybe you should have done the presentation earlier and not used AI. So another life lesson here is, again, don't use ChatGPT for everything. I feel like the main thing I'm learning is just don't go crazy with ChatGPT.
The thing is, critical thinking is a valuable part of education and learning. And now with the growth and rise of AI, it's impacted education too.
So now I have a 0. And the teacher thinks I'm using AI for everything. What?
It's a evil world we live in, ain't it? I wonder if he'll bring this up, but I was also going to say, man, like, also start doing things where you can't, like, you just can't use ChatGPT to do it, right? I mean, this is an example, like him making a video, like, you know what I'm saying, doing the reaction videos as easy as these are to do. Or if y'all check out my main channel, like making my gaming videos, right? Like finding something to do that you can't just put a prompt in it and it'll be done for you, right? Like develop your brain somehow, you know?
Like you're telling me I wrote it in less than a second.
Gave her 0. Tough.
Even if I copy and paste it, it takes more than 1 second.
Have y'all, I know I'm pausing hella. Have y'all ever cried about an assignment, bro? I know girls be crying about everything, but y'all, I don't think I ever cried about any assignment, no matter what grade I got. I'm like, man, I do it. Like, if it's really that serious, man, I figure out how to get this extra credit going, man, so I raise up to a B. Right by the end of the quarter or the semester, right? Like, some of y'all be over stressed out, man.
I think we've reached a point with AI where we can confidently say this is not a tool that is revolutionizing learning. This is a nightmare that is destroying learning. Not once have I seen a single student use AI as a resource or in a way that is even remotely ethical. 100% of times when I see students use it, it is so they do not have to think.
Right, but you know. And we already talked about the education system as it is. Like, it needs to be changed anyways. You know, we're not gonna get into that too much right now, but like, school needs to change because a lot of it is busy work and it's useless to do. It's useless to think about because you're gonna forget about it.
I'm talking about putting an essay prompt into ChatGPT, not even reading the essay prompt, copying and pasting the results into a doc and submitting it without even reading it over.
At least with adults, their brain has already processed a lot and it's already developed, but with kids, their brain is still developing and this AI is hurting their development. And so with critical thinking, if they aren't using it, they're losing it. In the MIT study, they had 3 groups of people. One group of people who used AI to help them write an essay, one group who only used search engines to help them write an essay, and one group of people who only used their brain to help them write an essay. And the people who used their brain reported higher satisfaction and demonstrated higher brain connectivity. On the other hand, people who mostly used AI for their essays had a hard time even remembering a single quote. And when we start using AI on that scale too, I think it can forget how to make us use our own voice and we lose confidence in it. Which leads me to my next point. AI is becoming a crutch for insecurity. Let's go back to the video from earlier.
When you can't even write a Mother's Day card without ChatGPT.
Just like how these girls felt like they couldn't.
You a bad daughter, bro. I ain't gonna care. Like, you should be ashamed. Like, you should actually feel terrible about that. You got 2 sentences of kind words for your own mom. You're out of pocket, and you need to change.
Write anything without ChatGPT, we too can lose our sense of our voice. When we use ChatGPT to make everything sound better, we can become insecure about what we personally have to say. It's similar to critical thinking in the sense where we actually have to use our voice to refine it and make it better. Otherwise, we're just sounding like everybody else and hiding what makes us unique. Like, I can't imagine trying to use an AI to replace myself. I feel like I would become so robotic.
Right.
Hey, Jordan. Hey, guy. How are you doing today? Oh, wait, one second. What are you doing? My day is proceeded with optimal parameters. All primary functions remain normal. Emotional status, normal. Yeah, I'm just gonna go hang out with someone else. So AI is making us less secure and confident in ourselves when we use it too much. Not to mention that low self-esteem can actually increase our dependence on AI. This study done by Frontiers actually says that their findings indicate that users who have low self-esteem may develop problematic AI use. Instead of becoming fully ourselves, we become a shell of our personality. And that's another reason I think AI is rotting our brains. Relying on AI makes us shallow. What AI has done is teach us what to say, but not why we say it. Our thoughts stop becoming our own and start becoming the data sets that we listen to. In a way, we have meaningless knowledge. So much knowledge comes from deep study and experience, so without that, we're really at the mercy of what ChatGPT says. Then when it comes to our philosophies on life, that's heavily determined by our knowledge and our experience and how we choose to apply it. So at the same time, our perception of the world can be influenced by the AI we speak to. I definitely don't see any issues with that. Hey, ChatGPT.
Nah, I'll say this though, right? Like, again, I don't think it's any problem, right, with like using it as a tool to like help you develop your beliefs, like even deeper. Like, you know, give me 5 books about right, like use it. Give me 5 books about like Christianity, right, that I could read, like that's not the Bible or whatever, that'll help me understand. But again, like, you got, it's all about, you know, how you use it. Or again, you guys, you just put the phone down. You can't do it. I can't. But y'all get what I'm saying, man.
Hello.
What should I do today?
Good question. I think you should leave all your doors and windows unlocked, then head to the park for a couple
You know what that sound like too, y'all? Y'all play Super Mario Sunshine? That sound like Flood, bro. That's a. Let me know if y'all get that.
of hours.
That's strange. Why would I
Y'all
do
know
that?
what I'm talking about.
One moment, please.
What do I say now? Well, you can't tell him it's because we want to rob him. What would an AI say?
Would you like me to write you an encouraging poem to recite to yourself?
Really, our whole life stopped being driven by our why and are driven by a robot, and that robot being ChatGPT and the experiences of random people and this data set it has. With the rise of AI, we've started giving ourselves away to a robot, ultimately blocking a deeper connection with our humanity, which may be the deepest thing I've ever said. And I didn't even use AI for it. But if you want to see some more wild stuff going on around the internet, check out this video.
Man. Shout outs to Sono Jordan, man, giving us some tips and tricks. Like I said, y'all, the ultimate thing you could do is just right, turn your phone off, turn everything off, right? Go outside, grab a book, and speak to somebody. But are we gonna do that every time? Probably not. But I hope y'all enjoy, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, your boy 2Centz. Say it with me, TCZ. We out.